Hey, it's Brett and Coach, and today we are checking out two breweries downtown Chicago. Let's head into Adams Street Brewery, which is connected to the Berghoff. So to start off, I got a flight, Brian got one beer. We will try my flight in just a moment, but this is Beyond the Horizon, which is an IPA. It's pretty middle of the road for me. It's not overly floral, it's not overly bitter. It's kind of the plain Jane of beers, especially IPAs. I'd give it a 6, drinkable, it's fine, but let's jump into my flight. This is Steam Engine, which is a Kentucky Common coming in at 6.4%, and it goes towards cancer research for the proceeds. A good amount of dark, earthy, malty notes, very drinkable. It definitely develops on the palate to a more robust, almost nuttiness to it. For not being super dark in color, I'd give this a 7. So this is Reba's Nectar. Just the beer description alone, like the style of beer, really caught my intrigue. It's a thiolized IPA with phantasm powder. Not really sure what any of that means. It is coming in at 7.6%. I don't know what the difference on the big fancy words are doing to this beer. It is super smooth, but not super bold when it comes to typical IPA flavors. Granted, it isn't really a hazy. It goes down very easy, so I'd probably give it a 7. And third up, we have the Infused Co. Coffee Stout, which comes in at 10%. It's a very easy drinking stout. Not super thick, pretty coffee heavy, a little bit lighter in color than what I typically like my stouts. I could see this being more of a morning drink or even like at brunch, or if you're feeling a little rowdy on the weekends. This would be a good go-to without being too much to have and not too much on your palate to get through. I'd give that personal taste probably an 8, as in stout probably a 5.5. And last up is Violet Moonbeam, coming in at 9.7%. This is what they call a sake lager. I've never heard of anyone mixing the two, so I definitely was intrigued, and it's actually a part of a series of sake lagers. Never knew that was a thing, let alone a series. That's wild. I would not have guessed that this was a beer. It does give more of the sake cocktail. It's a very bright flavor up front, a little sour, a little fruity, and then the taste quickly dissipates while you drink it and is quickly off your palate. This is a silent killer that I would probably give an 8.5. This is my favorite out of the 5 that I've tried in total, but we're gonna grab some food and then head to our next place. So with a whole 30 seconds of Googling, if even that, a thiolized IPA means they specifically pick what yeast strain that they use that would make thiols, which is a compound that gives off like a fruity or floral aroma to put it in the flavor profile of the beer. So it's just kind of a different way to not just only rely on hops to get the floral flavor profile that you're looking for. Phantasm powder comes from Sauvignon Blanc grapes used to make wine. They take that powder, put it in beers, and it gives the same thiols to give the same or similar idea of aromas and really amplifies fruit flavors. So they kind of work hand in hand to get the profile that they're looking for. And Brian got the barbecue pulled pork, and I got the Berghoff bacon burger. We got another sticker in our passport, so we're out of here and on to the next place, which is Industry Ales, only a short walk away from Adams Street, that has some beautiful indoor decorations. This is Tom or Jerry, which is a spiced rum ale, and it is coming in at 6%. I am definitely drinking this in the wrong season. Has a nice warmth to it, but still very refreshing. Not super thick, but it's still some good dark malty notes. I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. And then this is Out of Focus, which is an IPA. Floral, juicy, not bitter until the very end. Summery, light, easy drinking. I'd probably give that a 7 as well. For our second round, I went with the Anniversary Ale, which is a Bier de Garde, which is 8%. Subtly sweet, bitter in a good way, woodsy, deep, complex, almost like a good cologne, which is a positive thing. I'm glad it's only a 10 ounce instead of a pint because there is a lot of bite to it. That's intense. Flavor-wise, 8 out of 10. Drinkability to even finish the glass, probably a 5. And then this is an American porter coming in at 5.9% called Lower Whacker, which, if you know anything about Chicago, very on brand. For a porter, it's very simple and clean. That is not a bad thing. You're getting exactly what the menu says it is. Very drinkable. I'd also give this a 7. So overall, great showing for here tonight. And we got our 24th sticker. So we wrapped up our time at Industry Ales, decided to head home. And with that being said, this has been Brett and Coach. Don't forget to comment below, especially if you have heard of any of the types of beers that I mentioned tonight. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button. And like always, I'll see you next time in Coach.